Hello, welcome back to Princess Empowerment. So for this video today, the activity we're doing is a little rocket, like a DIY one. So what you're gonna need for this is a toilet paper roll. And if you don't have a toilet paper roll, you could just use like a paper towel roll also and just cut it in half because that's what I had to do for this. So you need a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll, colored paper, and some tape, a pencil, and some markers if you'd like. So the first thing that you're gonna do, you can choose to roll this up like how I did with colored paper, or you can just take a marker to it by itself and color it. So if you did wanna put paper to it and roll it up like that, so all you have to do is just line it up, and then with your pencil, you just create a little mark where it ends over here so you know how long it is. And then you just start to roll it over so that it's covering the whole thing. So you roll it like this, and then you make another marking right there. So then if you want with a ruler, you can take the line all the way down. You can take the line all the way down so you know where to cut, and the same thing over here. Or if you think you can estimate it pretty fine, you can just go ahead and cut it and line it up, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so then when it's time to put this together, you're just gonna roll it, and you bring the sides together and you just tape it together. So I'm taping it where the ends meet, and I'm also gonna tape it on top too. So I'll just show you what it looks like after I'm done taping. So just to kind of stabilize it, I put some tape on the very top and the very bottom, and then I'm gonna put it across the center and then across the top too. So now there's tape across the whole side. It's kind of hard to see. And then I'm just gonna put a couple random pieces across the top. Okay, so the next step you're gonna wanna do for the paper rocket is you're gonna wanna make these little, I forget what they're called, like the little wings on the rocket. So for that, you're just gonna take, again, any color. It doesn't really have to match. It can be whatever you want it to be. And I'm gonna use black this time, and then you're just gonna cut triangles. So I'm gonna take the edge of this paper, and you can measure it if you like, but I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna freehand it. So you cut one triangle from it, and then you cut the second triangle from it. And if you truly do want them to be the same size, then you could just put it together like this and then just cut off the pieces that don't add up. But it's not that big of a difference, so I think I'm just gonna leave it this way. So when you tape on the wings, you're gonna want them to be this way, okay? So then what I'm doing is that I'm taking some tape, and I'm gonna make sure the tape is long enough to go across the whole wing. And I'm only gonna put it on the back. And then you're gonna kind of stand it up so that you can press the tape up against the wing too, and press it up against the back here. And then you're just gonna kind of go like that, And I just have to put a little bit more tape up here so that it doesn't go loose. And then you do the same thing. Okay, so then after you have one wing, you're just gonna do the same thing again with this one. So you're gonna line it up. It doesn't have to be even, like I said, none of this needs to be perfect, it's just for fun. And sometimes if you got too caught up trying to make everything perfect, then you don't have as much fun. Okay, so you do the same thing again, where you're going like this in between the two, making sure the tape is laying flat. And then there you go, you have the wings. And then now it's time for the cone. So for the cone, you're just gonna cut off half a circle, and I'll show you about how big it should be. Now it's kind of hard to see because I chose to use black, but like I said, you could use any color that you want. So I don't know if you can see this at all. Probably not. Like where I drew that black stencil. But when I cut it out, you'll see what shape it should be. Okay, so it's gonna be a little half circle like this, like a half moon. And then you just take the corners and you bring it together until you have a cone shape. And it's gonna be all right if there's a little hole on the top, because I tried so many times with this one and there was still a hole on top. But it's okay, because it's not like it's an actual rocket that you need to go into space and you need that closed up for. So then you're gonna take a little piece of tape and you're just gonna secure it in the back and make sure it's closed. And then what I chose to do was that I took a little piece of tape and I rolled it around to make sure that all the stickiness was on the outside. So you just roll it, and then there you go. It's sticky on both sides. And I put it on the back like where this is, but on the inside. So I just put it down like that. And then I'm just gonna place it and press it down with my finger. And it helps that there's the hole at the top because you could stick your finger through there. Okay, and then there's the top of the rocket. And on this one, I had some flames on the bottom, and you could do that too if you like. The way that I did that was I just took some red paper. Okay, so for the red flames, you just take the red construction paper, and it doesn't have to be like the whole length of the tube, because on this, I only did it for half of it, just so you would just see it in the front. But in case you want to do it for the full one, I could just show you how to do that. So you just take a little piece of the red paper like this, and you cut it about this long, and then you're just gonna do, sorry, I just want to make it even. You're just gonna do tiny little slits through it. It doesn't have to be microscopic, but just thin enough that they're separate from each other. Ooh, I just messed up and cut it all the way through, but oh well, this is long enough. So when you do it this way, you're gonna wanna place it on the inside, and then you're also gonna put tape on it. Or you could use glue sticks as well too for this. So you just put the tape right here, and then you stick it through, and you press it down in the back, and then there you go. Here's your rocket.